Welcome back to Foxborough Rush. It's my favorite time of the show. Offensive lineman talk. Ooh, ooh. Come on, come on. Ooh, ooh.
I wanted to be there with you.
Yeah, I wasn't there either. Jared Wilson.
I'm there.
Let's talk about him.
Let's talk
You
about
love those Georgia dogs.
I love those dogs.
So he was drafted, going back to draft night, and everyone's saying, well, he's versatile. He's a center, but he could play guard. And I remember thinking, that's a damn center. But sure enough, already, early in camp, he's looking good, making great first impressions, and it appears as though, well, I'll be damned, maybe he is a left guard, Kasey.
Yep. Well, this is where, and probably hypocritical to say, this is where the versatility does come into tap tremendously. But you said it. I mean, all of the rave in terms of draft grades and breakdowns and stuff, while versatile was a big part of that, it was how he flexes at center.
Yeah.
And I feel like his rope of figuring out if he can compete for that was a little shortened. I mentioned it earlier in Boston's End of the Chat, but last week when George was on the ground, they were talking about how he was making it competitive versus Bradbury at center.
Yeah, he was.
And now all of a sudden, today, he was more in regard for guard. Exactly. Yep. So I think that it helps because of the expectation and how you see a lot of offensive linemen come out of Georgia and be NFL starters and readies. Like, their timeline is quite shortened. So for him to kind of heat up the competition in both ends here, I feel like it could be very helpful for the Patriots. It's just pick one. Yeah, well, listen, he was a third-round pick. So if you're him, you're just like, wherever you need me. Yeah. You know, this isn't, look. He was listed as a sleeper for the draft, though, so I don't think he has to pitch too hard.
Yes. Well, I just mean in a sense of if Will Campbell, if we're sitting up here on Foxborough Rush together, and we're saying, you know, Will Campbell likely is going to need to slide to guard. That's not good, because you just spent the number 4 overall pick for a left tackle for a guy who is a guard. People were already saying that about him. Yeah. So if the performance was there, we'd be like, oh, no. But for Jared Wilson, as a third rounder, who came in as a center, cool. You're moving me to guard, no problem. Like, he's going to do whatever is needed to be done to make an impact on this team. Yeah. And it's a bonus to us. It's not a like it would be for a Will Campbell. Does that make sense? So I think Jared Wilson, look, and again, I keep going back to this because we've seen this movie over and over again. That's why I'm on repeat here of this offensive line, the past few seasons at least, has been so bad, you have to mix and match. So if Jared Wilson, at this stage of his career, the versatility is a strength because, hey, we need you at center this week. Hey, we need you at guard this week. No problem. Just be solid across the board. Control what you can, which is your performance. Be solid across the board. And then in a dream world for all of us, what Kasey wants will happen one day, where it's like, we have our guys here, and Jared Wilson can fit in wherever that is, because you've seen him do both. He's your guard or he's your center, whatevs, but eventually you'll have a solid offensive line of the guys you know and can pencil in and go out and road grade people. But we're not there yet.
Maybe I just have PTSD. The Bucs had a lot of offensive line musical chairs that took place, and you would go through weeks of instability. Robert Hainsey, when they had to put him at center because Ryan Jensen went down, you can't live up to the expectation of Ryan Jensen, and that was impacting a number of key moments in games. Sure. So that's why I'm saying, like, versatility, fantastic thing, but solidifying that now, like, so that you're not doing this, well, he can play this, so let's shuffle it to that in week 3, week 4, week 5, whatever, is going to help a lot. But also it just comes back to the fact that you also have to be stabilized for your quarterback. Yes, especially a young one at that. If this is some veteran quarterback who's kind of used to stuff like this, life in the NFL, mix and match players, okay. It's almost on the veteran quarterback at that point to get everyone up to speed as they mix and match. Yeah. But with a young quarterback, that's a whole different dichotomy. You make a great point there. Now, Jared Wilson himself spoke about the difference. Hey, center, guard, whatevs, I can do it all. Take a listen.
It's been good. Whatever they ask me to do, I'm a football player. But if they go out there and tell me to play receiver for 2 snaps, I'll do that. So, it's been good. Just trying to hone in on the playbook, study more, left guard and center. You know, center, you're more vocal. But in that left guard, it makes you open your eyes a little bit more, and you can do a little bit more because you are a center, and you know the calls, and you know what could happen. So it's been good.
We've seen you guys, the young offensive lineman, working a lot with Morgan Moses. What kind of impact has he had on you so far?
Big Mo, man, he's a vet. I think this is year 12 or 13 for him, one of them. Man, he just knows a lot about the game. I asked him a lot. I'm like, man, even though I asked him the day before, I asked him again. I'm like, how are you here? 12 years. And I was like, how long do you plan on keep going? He's like, I want to do 3 more. And I'm like, wow. I asked him what he does in recovery when he goes home and stuff like that. He sleeps a lot. He has a red light sauna, which I don't have enough money for that right now, but hopefully God willing, I can get up to that moment. But man, he's a great teacher. He's just a great guy overall. Great veteran.
I apologize.
You're good.
So you didn't practice in the spring. Did you know coming to camp they were going to throw you right in the mix like that?
I was at this. What I was thinking, I was just ready to get back the ball. If whatever they asked me to do, I'd go out there and do it. I didn't really care. I just wanted to go out there, be with the guys, and learn and make mistakes and have fun.
Just a quick follow on the veteran stuff. Garrett Bradbury and Cole Strange have been around the NFL for a long time. You guys are competing, but you're also part of the same department.
Yep.
So how's that gone in leaning on them for assistance?
It's going great. We ask each other questions all the time. Anytime I got a question, I just go to Garrett. Garrett and Cole are very open. There's no tension between us or anything like that. We're teammates at the end of the day, and we want to win. So
I know you played a lot of guard last year, but what has that adjustment been like back to guard?
I'm a football player. Offensive line, you got to be able, if you play one of the interior, you got to be able to play all 3 of the interior. So I played a little bit in college, so coming to the NFL, I knew I had to get ready for that. So I was good with it. And then pre-draft as well, I trained a lot with Duke at guard, so it was good.
I love that last answer. I'm a football player. You can put me up and down this line. I'm going to make it happen. Couple things stood out to me there, okay?
All right, hit me.
I took copious notes, as you know. He said, hey, center, guard, you can put me out there at wide receiver a couple plays if you need me to.
Appreciated him saying that.
I was like, is Josh McDaniels listening to this? Because, trick plays.
We've seen those big man plays.
Maybe the kid can get a couple red zone packages.
Yeah.
We'll workshop it. Second thing, I Googled red light sauna because I had never heard of this. I don't know if you have. I've never heard of that. He said Morgan Moses.
They have mask for it now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So at least you have a
like
little
red
background.
light mask and things. They say cell rejuvenation, but I don't know if I'm
okay. It is. I had no clue what this was. All right. At least you had heard of it. So he said Morgan Moses. He credited him for kind of teaching him how to recover, and that's why Morgan Moses's career has been so long, right? Well, he said it was an infrared sauna, so I looked up a red light sauna here. It utilizes infrared light to heat the body. Like other infrared saunas, it also includes red and near-infrared light, LEDs, to deliver red light therapy, which does not rely on heat. The combo offers, here's what you said, both benefits to cellular level effects and muscle relaxation. I need to get my money up to get one of those right there. I ain't never even heard of that.
I don't know how I feel about light therapies, but I do appreciate that Moses is giving recovery tips now because I feel like in a number of interviews that I've done with players, even Gronk said this down in Tampa, he didn't learn how to take care of his body until retirement number 1.
Wow.
And then really kind of configuring it while he was in retirement and then learning how to come back and actually apply it further. So a lot of these young guys have to realize you can't just rely on your talent or athleticism. You got to be able to properly recover so that can extend through for a longer career. So
well, it also shows the importance of having veterans around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Morgan Moses, a guy who's been around the block, who can share this kind of and drop these jewels and drop that type of knowledge to a young guy. That matters. A lot of these teams are really young and sort of scoff at having veterans around.
Yeah.
The Patriots are young, but they were smart enough to have some vets sprinkled in there too. And that shows you the benefit case.
Yeah.
Because a lot of young guys, you don't know what you don't know. And if you have a vet around who's been around, who can help you out and give you some game, utilize it.
Yeah, and I love that he's a football player, an absolute sponge. Some of the funny reactions that we saw on social media about, him working out at guard today, Cole Strange over at center, and then, of course, Ben Brown, if you haven't heard his name. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But some fans were okay with this. Campbell and Wilson, Campbell at LT, Wilson at LG, promising future.
Yep.
While on the other side of the spectrum, just put Wilson at center and let him work out the snap chemistry with May.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was the snap situation that ended up having him taking reps at guard.
That's
and
right.
how quickly that kind of switched about when we know that all of this is cadence and rhythm and timing. I don't know if it was an easy jump or a quick jump. And then you've got another fan here that said, when does David Andrews come out of retirement?
Yeah.
And that's how some people feel about this offensive line. So I only preference that by saying, like, this is why I think the whole just moving them around all the time thing, it's not really a big solution. What is a realistic timeline to see how things come about? Because center is all about having a rhythm with your quarterback.
Sure it is. Well, Caden Wallace talked about how good this rookie Jared Wilson is. And I think if we can all match his enthusiasm, this kid's going to be pretty damn good.
Yeah, I mean, I just think the standards are super high here. And it's your responsibility every day to step up to the standard and perform. And that's the best work environment ever. So, yeah.
And Doug Marone, what's it been like working with
I love Doug. I mean, Doug's awesome. He's super no bullshit. Like, he just goes after it, and you get really great corrections from him. He's not sugarcoating anything. He's telling you exactly what he wants. So I love that. Yeah. I wouldn't even say stats-wise. It's really just the mentality we have in the offensive room, putting a hat on a hat, getting vertical through the line on runs, and protecting inside out and pass.
Who do you lean on, for help if you have a question about guard? Just any teammates?
Oh, man. Garrett Bradbury, that's my dude. Cole's awesome. Jared's great. Big Mo. I mean, really all of us. We're really fluid with each other, yeah.
Kind of stood out that Jared was the only young guy in that group. So what did you see from him?
I mean, Jared's a great athlete, and he plays all three in the middle, so he knows everything. Any questions that I have, since I am a little newer at guard, I really go to him and Garrett. I ask Cole a lot too, but Jared's really, really good. So I love asking him questions. He always has like a different perspective than the vet guys would.
There you go. Jared's really bleeping good. That's all you need to know, isn't it?
Yeah.
You try and figure out the offensive line, this kid's pretty bleeping good. That's a good place to start. Although, Case, again, I mean, any timeline you go on, it's showing this offensive line's struggling still. Like,
Yeah.
I just, again, I know I'm a broken record. I wish they had done more in the offseason to address this. They do need time for sure. I get it. And a lot of these guys getting banged up. You got to get back in the fold healthy. I get all that. But just everything we're reading and seeing on these timelines on social media is that they cannot pass protect.
Oh, yeah. And then that was another problem today that was kind of emphasized for a few people that were on the ground during training camp. Pass protection was a problem today. The good news being Drake May still looked good.
Hey!
So the sophomore not be rattled by pass protection issues.
He's used to it.
Yeah, had some good connections with Hooper. Diggs continues to connect with Diggs.
A little
Diggs
Diggs
sighting.
sighting?
Get on Team Diggs. That's all I want to know.
You're right.
And Williams, who continues to stand out.
All right.
So
Okay.
not all hope is lost, although pass protect, I don't know, figure it
Yeah,
out.
we got to figure it out.